Hi, welcome to MICA and Baltimore. This is an amazing city with a wonderful welcoming community and a vibrant art scene that we hope you get out there and take advantage of. Now, Baltimore can seem like an intimidating place at first, but I promise you, you're going to learn to love it and call it home. It's also an easy place to find your way around. There's a great public transportation system right here at your fingertips. There's a Charm City circulator, and there's a light rail all right here close to campus. As well, it's a great biking city. Now, an important thing to do is to break out of the MICA bubble and experience all the wonderful things that Baltimore has to offer. There are amazing communities for the arts out there, and we're going to talk about three in particular. We're going to look at performing arts and music, we're going to look at volunteering, and we're going to look at some of the great studio spaces and galleries around the city. None of these matter unless you actually get out there and experience them. So please, find a way to find Baltimore.
You could say Baltimore's a city, but it's really 40 different communities, 40 different neighborhoods.
There's just a tremendous amount of opportunity here in Baltimore that you wouldn't have in other cities.
It's worth it to take that step out of that MICA bubble. It opens up so many new doors.
There's a lot of community projects here, a lot of murals. Reality kind of slaps you in the face everywhere in Baltimore.
Copycat Theater is an experimental performance group. We do a lot of theater that's immersive, so instead of sitting and watching the play, you as the audience travels through the play.
So we did a play called Rooms Play, in which audience members, 3 or 4 at a time, walk through rooms that are created by installation and performing artists. Everyone's doing everything: makeup, costume, video, paint. They build, they sculpt, and so you can always be involved.
My name is Kate Burns. I'm the program coordinator here at 901 Arts. 901 Arts is an after-school art program based in Better Waverly, and it's only for the kids of Better Waverly. We provide free and low-cost after-school art classes for a variety of ages. The best way to get engaged with the community is just volunteer. Pick an organization that you think kind of matches your own goals. If they're doing something that you particularly are really interested in, or you just think they're doing something really noble that you think is a good thing that the city needs, like go volunteer there for a day or for a semester or whatever, and just kind of check it out, because the relationships you make there will open new doors for new projects.
My name is Renee Trevino. I'm the exhibitions coordinator here at School 33 Arts Center. I pick out curators, I select artists, I curate a few exhibits, I bring in curators from different parts of the country. I think the gallery community here in Baltimore is incredibly diverse. There's opportunities for everyone. We've got people making fiber art, we've got people welding, we've got glass makers, we've got a huge craft community here in Baltimore. There's tons of not-for-profit gallery spaces that you can show here, which I think is a really good sort of first step when you're getting out of school. All of them have sort of annual calls for entry. You have access to sort of amazing people just from those calls for entry. As many exciting things are happening here as are happening in DC, as are happening in New York, but it's so much more accessible because we can afford it. And yet those other cities are still open to us because we can still visit.
Right now we're in a massive warehouse. There's a lot of warehouse and space available for cheap, which is the reason a lot of people opt to live in Baltimore. You can live so affordably here, make your art in a massive warehouse, start a theater troupe, make a venue. It just generates so more that allows for this community to be fostered here.
MICA's great, and there's a lot of awesome people, but it's not going to replace what you can do by actually getting out of MICA and experiencing Baltimore.
I think when you go to school, it's really important not to just engage with the school that you're going to, but it's also really important to seek out destinations outside of school.
I was the first one to move into this building, the Copycat. Because it's a warehouse, a lot of people come to you as a resident asking if they can play music here or create a gallery or something. That sort of connected me with people who lived as artists.
As an undergrad, I took a community arts course. It was called Finding Baltimore. They would drop us off in all different neighborhoods every other week for the class, for the whole class time, and they basically just set us loose. The following week we would come back together and make art about it, and that was just a really great way to get out of that MICA bubble and start to experience what is actually going on in Baltimore.
You've got to go out and support other people as much as you want that support back.
Look for what's going on and go to those things. They're bound to be inspiring, and you're bound to meet some really cool people.
Talk to your professors, and I think you'll really know the really good ones if they know what's going on around town.
As soon as I graduated, I joined the Community Arts Collaborative, which is an AmeriCorps program run Out of MICA, there's 24 of us that we are all stationed at different sites around Baltimore City. I probably wouldn't have known about that opportunity if I hadn't gotten involved. Wouldn't have known about a lot of these sites if I hadn't gotten involved. I wouldn't have known really what I was doing otherwise. It's been like probably one of the most important experiences of my life.
So now you've seen 3 examples of members of the MICA community getting out there and experiencing Baltimore and making careers out of it. Now everyone's ready to jump into Baltimore on day 1, and that's fine. Go at your own pace. But know that when you're ready, there are communities out there waiting for you. Time is a precious commodity at MICA, but use yours to engage in Baltimore. I promise that if you do, you'll expand your network, create a greater spectrum of influences, and, ultimately, become a better artist.